Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and thank you for joining me here on the Creative Retreat YouTube channel. Today I'm working on the new Gracious Gratitude uh, Faith Art box. I don't have the physical kit with me, but I do have the Faithful Digitals, which is something that I'm very grateful for. Here in South Africa, it means I can partake with you girls in this kit, even though we're miles and miles and miles apart. So I can purchase it from the online store, which I'll link down below, and then use these gorgeous Faithful Digitals to create also in my Bible. For the art today, I'm working in Psalm 95, and I'm using a Room 5 Graphics wood grain stencil, and I'm putting some thick gel medium through the stencil using an old gift card. And I'm going to let that set pretty well before I work on it, and it should create a bit of a resist with that. So once it's good and dry, I can now get my gelatos ready, and I am loving the colors of this kit. And I'm going to be bringing in, like I said, this is a wood grain, and I know you girls there in the United States and in the Northern Hemisphere have autumn now or fall, and I love those colors. You can ask my friend. I've once said that if I can spend autumn and winter in the Southern Hemisphere and then move to the Northern Hemisphere to spend autumn and winter there again, I probably would, just because I love the colors, the feel, the clothes, all of it. So I'm just using my gelatos, and I scribbled them down on a non-stick surface and picking them up with a foundation contour makeup brush. Doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing about this is perfect. It's got to be the time in the word, and I'm making it look like a bit of a tree there in the background. This is just my background, and I am just taking a wet or a tissue paper towel to wipe off the pieces of the color on top of the gel medium, because it should resist, and it does. So once that is ready, I'm going to be making a pocket using the 3x4 journaling cards that comes with the Faithful Digitals, and I'm going to be just putting some double-sided tape on the two side edges and the bottom edge, so that my other 3x4 journaling cards will fit nicely or tuck nicely into it. I thought of this brown with the navy blue, and it's just beautiful. So I really love how this entry came together, and the colors and just all of it. But more importantly, I really do enjoy and love the word that came out for this month. So the kit is called Gracious Gratitude. You can also download the devotional digitally, so that you can then have access to those beautiful pattern paper that's on the devotional, as well as to the word and the verses that are available for us to use, and it just is a beautiful devotional to have. So it's written by Haley Mullins, and in the devotional you have like a little bio about her. She is from Indiana, and she loves books. And she enjoys hanging out over coffee and talking about Jesus. So as I was thinking of the season and it's the change that it's brought, and the feeling of having skipped like an entire season due to being homebound and things like that, I could only look back at this time and with gratitude, with absolute gratitude, look at what the Lord has done, because truly He has done wonderful things, even in a time of distress and pandemic all over the world. Yeah, so I'm taking the two 3x4 journaling cards, and I'm putting them back to back, sticking them together, and then I'm using that little tab as a kind of pull mechanism to pull the card out of the little pocket. And for the front of this card, it says, give thanks in all things. And I remember in Psalm 100, it says, count your blessings. And so when I saw this little weighing scale, I thought of that a lot. We so often want to talk big about all the wrong things, but so little times we count the blessings. And my husband always says, if you have nothing to be thankful for, say thank you for breath. And so, yeah, definitely looking back at the past few months, filled with such gratitude for all of the little things, for coming through every month, for businesses that haven't closed down, for all of that stuff. Really, my heart is just so thankful, even in the pandemic. In my next video, I'll speak a bit about giving thanks for not for all things only, but in all things. Jesus gave thanks on the cross, or heading to the cross, saying this is God's will for our lives. And so, yes, definitely giving thanks despite what's going on around you. I am going to age these cards a little bit. Some people do this with distress oxides. I enjoyed using my gelatos for pretty much everything. And so I'm just using that same makeup brush and just edging around the corners of this 3x4 card. I so enjoy that Haley speaks about specifically having grace, or asking for grace to see the good in every day. This is the important part. Our natural tendencies is to complain. Our natural selves or my natural self, should I rather say, if you're a phlegmatic person or a melancholic person, sometimes complaining comes first. But looking back at your day and then counting your blessings one by one, counting them and asking God for the grace to see the good in each day, that is what actually gets you through. I'm also using some of these little hearts from previous kits, heart stamps, and just filling in the little spots and giving God thanks, for He has done great things. He's a great God and a great King above all gods, as Psalm 95 says. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to Creative Retreat for these awesome kits every month. It's just a blessing beyond. And I will see you guys again soon. Check out all the other girls as well. It's going to be a good month. Bye-bye.